sits out just like that, which is a little bit different. And then when you open it, you've still got your piece inside, which is still the same as a standard card. The one that I saw had 3 panels of DSP in the back here, which you could do. Hi, Alison. But I've just gone for a plain piece in the back there. Hope you're well, Alison. Nice to see you here. Alright, there's 4 lovelies on. Say hello if you're here. Thank you for popping in. Alright, so we're going to give this one a go. I thought it was quite effective looking even just from the front on like that. You know, with the different layers and textures and stuff that you can create with it. So let's get started. Let me put that there. So we're going to start off with a card base, which is just our standard A4 cut in half into A5, scored and folded in the middle. Hi, Maureen, sorry. I am getting there, Alison. I've still got a bit of a croaky voice and a bit of a cough, but otherwise I'm a lot better than I was, thank you. Alright, so we're using, this paper that I'm using is from the DSP pack in the annual catalogue called Textured Chic. It's got some gorgeous kind of patterns and things on it, but it's got the gold foil, so it's a specialty paper. I don't know how well you can see, but this one here has got the gold kind of designs on it, and then this one's got spots. The spots is the back of the shells, and then I've got a couple of extra other ones that I've used, so I've used some of those on this one. This one here has this leaf pattern, kind of like almost like a what would you call that? A nature scene with just like skeleton leaf skeletons on it. Hi, Andrea. And then this one here is the other one that I've chosen, so it's got this design on the back, so it's got some quite mottled kind of designs on it, not real crisp patterns. So if you're into you've got it in your paper share, Alison. You have got that one in your paper share. It is a little pack. I'll get some of the others to show you. There's some really nice, this one here, I think. Yeah, it's got some really lovely, like, kind of roses. Let me see if I can, no, it's the shells. Those two. Can't, yeah. They're not obviously from the same section of the paper, but they're the same. No, they're not the same. It's the shells, this one here. So it's got some like grunging to the background, I suppose you could say. I don't know, I've got another piece missing. Yeah, it's quite lovely actually. It's one that when I looked at in the catalogue, I was like, yeah, I could take it or leave it. But now that I've used it, it's got some quite cool little designs on it. Also, we're going to be using Nature's Prints as our stamp set, and these are the dies. Now, just to save time, I've cut out some of these and some of these. Let me just move that over. And I've also used this label punch here. But as you can see, there's some really great dies in there. This one has a die, this one has a die, and this one has a die. I think that is all. Oh no, in the leaf. I really liked this one for this, so you could make it like quite New Zealand-y, with like the idea of the silver fern. So that's what we're using. And actually, so I've cut all of those bits out already for you to save, or for me to save time. And I've got a mix of Pedal Pink and Vellum. Hopefully I haven't left any on the bottom of the box. Yes, I have. Thought so. And we're going to use the Hello There set stamp. So I'll just get that ready. Oh, I'm kidding. Sorry, my daughter's just texting me. She's at a birthday party. Still cool for 8 o'clock. I'm not, but Dad is. Oh, it paused. It paused. Oh, sorry about that, ladies. Hey, children. If I didn't reply, she would have just kept texting me. Alright, so I'm going to pop this on. And I'm going to have this side showing. This would be really nice for some pool party. This is the pool party, but I've picked out the, this is petal pink. So I'm going to put some of this on. We don't want it to lift, so we're going to make sure it's well covered, but not too close to the edge so it doesn't ooze out everywhere and get sticky. Okay, so put that on. Put that there. So then we've got a piece that is 4.5 by 4 1/8. Now it's 4 1/8 because it becomes the same width as your card base. Okay, you got 4 1/2, and then it's going to be scored in half so it's scored at 2 1/4. So your pieces of designer series paper that you're using are going to be 2 inches by 3 7/8 inches. So it just gives that nice border around the outside. I'm just going to glue that on there too. It's weird. I feel like I haven't done this before. I feel like this shakes. Hopefully that's not showing up on camera too much. Alright, so we're just going to pop that to the side. We're going to get all our bits ready. So the next part is that you have 2 pieces that are 2 inches by 4 inches. You're going to, so 2 across, 4 down, you're going to score at 2, and then you're going to score at 1/4 of an inch, which is about 1/2 centimetre if you're using centimetres. So you're just going to pop that in, oh God, there, and then the same here. So this one is scored at 2, and then we're going to score at 1/4 of an inch, and then flip it around and score at 1/4 of an inch. So now you've got 3 score marks, 1/4, 2, and that is 3 3/4. Alright, so I'm just, to make it easier to put our DSP on, I'm just going to burnish these score marks. So basically you're just getting like a little piece that looks like so. Alright. It doesn't matter which way you fold your flaps on the end. Because you want them to be kind of flexible anyway. So what I did with mine is I alternated. So I had both pieces facing, and then the both pieces at the back are the same. So I'm going to do the same here. Now this is, I have got different pieces that are matching, so but I'm going to put those 2 together and these 2 together. So this is going to be my piece that folds out. Oh, it's going to stick out here. So I'm going to pop this design. Actually, I'm going to swap it because that next to this might not be so great. No. So I'm going to put the dots. I think the dots will look better. Yep. So I'm going to put the dots. So I'm going to lay mine out so that their 2 centre pieces are the same. And pop them on there. Excuse me. So just a little bit of a heads up, ladies, so I don't have to cancel on the day, but I'll put a post to remind you I have a late meeting at school on Wednesday this week, and we have parent-teacher interviews next Wednesday, next Wednesday. So this Wednesday and next Wednesday I won't be able to do a Facebook Live, so which means that you'll have longer to create a card of this one and Sunday night's one, which you'll be super impressed with me. I've already scheduled to be posted on Saturday. It's all cut and ready to go. So, but nothing this Wednesday and nothing this Wednesday or next Wednesday. And then, yay, it's school holidays. So that'll be the 29th of June. And I think it's the 3rd of July is the... No, 6th of July. So no, I like longer. I know, I was wondering if that might be what people would like to do, is have longer to do the thing, because I know like on a Sunday it's a bit harder because you have, everyone's got work and family and stuff, so it doesn't give you a lot of time in the middle of the week to do that. So if lives I think I'd run out of ideas, Angela. I like the idea, but I think I'd run out of ideas. Everyone seems to really, really like the fancy fold ones, so I'm kind of getting a little bit stuck on, well, not stuck, but you know, so thank you, Andrea. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Lisa. No problem at all. I was just saying, ladies, that this week and next week I won't be doing Wednesday nights because I have, this week I've got a parent meeting at school, and next week we've got parent interviews. So I'm just trying to decide how I'm going to do this. It doesn't actually really matter as long as it's consistent for you for this. So on the back of here, so we're going to pop this. This is our mechanism basically. So we're going to pop this on so that it sits there like that. So you want your tape to be on the back, because otherwise it doesn't kind of sit up as easily. So you want it to be like a V with wings, really. Thanks, Angela. I love the positivity. Yes, Sylvia, I think that I was just saying that I think that a lot of people prefer to have the longer time. So I might after those 2 weeks still do a Wednesday, but maybe not. I'll think of something else to do that we could do together, and just not be a challenge, and just do the Sunday nights as the challenge, because more people seem to be able to have the time to do the Sunday night one more than the Wednesday night one. So yeah, so this week you'll have until Sunday to do this one, which is good. So open to suggestions, ladies, if you'd like to keep doing 2 a week. What would you like to do on the Wednesday? That could just be a crafting session together if you want. Right, so this is going to be folded in half. We want to make sure that we get this kind of centered in our front as well. So this one here goes, I've put the tape on the wrong side. That's what happens when you talk. Give us to Sunday to do both. Oh yeah, we could do that too. Yeah, we could do that. So I've just done what I said not to do, and then just put tape on that side. But that's okay, it's still going to work. I'm sure of it. So we're going to pop this in. What I'd like to do was so you're going to pop it you want the center, the fold in the center, and then on the side you're going to take your thing. I like to fold it in half, just kind of give excuse me. Oh, here we go. Sorry, excuse me. And I want to have it so that it's I can see how far it's sticking out on the side, so that when I pop it down, it's kind of lining up with the edge here. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm just sort of trying to think of two things at the same time, Angela, but yeah, that's a good idea. We could do Wednesday and then Sunday, and the draw is done on the following Wednesday, the following Sunday. I just have to really keep up with myself when but I appreciate that you guys still want to. So I haven't pushed that down really tight. I just want to line that up, try and get it lined up at the top there as well. I know, it's funny, Lisa, it comes and goes. And then when I talk too much, it goes. But I've rested it the weekend, so it should be all right. Okay. Not too much talking at school tomorrow, thankfully. We've got Kiwi Can and Make a Space. They love that. And they don't talk very much. Oh, I don't have to talk very much. Oh my gosh, why is this not coming off? Okay, so I've taken the second one off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to gently lie that and line it up here. I'm going to line this side up because I didn't stick it down. And then just press down, and that will get that piece up. And then I can open this one, give it a bit more of a press. Restart. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we brought it in though. Hopefully there's not too many changes today. Right, so then when you open it, you have it like so. Alright. It does kind of fall a bit forward, but that's okay. So now it is just make a space this week. Yeah, there's a few people that miss Lisa, so we might have to extend it into next term for this one's, because I don't think very many people have been to the Makerspace. Alright, so I've got this lovely label here, which we didn't go to our first one. This is going to be our first one, so I guess as long as everyone's done two, but we could do another run if people are interested. So I'm just going to pop this on here. Nice even pressure. There we go, that's better than the first one, which had a smudgy smudge on it. Alright, now what I also did is I've cut two pieces of vellum out of the same die, but I didn't cut them completely because I wanted to have a backing on them. Now, oh, that's not too bad actually. I did cut, because I didn't want that bit there sticking out. So I don't know how well you can see that, but I didn't want that little tail there sticking out, so I've just trim that off. But I thought the vellum just gave a little bit extra something, and I've used vellum for the cutouts, the die cuts that I've used as well, so I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got a really nice edge on it that's been what's it called? What's embossed is the better one. So that's what it looks like close up. It's got that embossing all the way around it, which is really pretty. So I'm just going to put some glue on here, and we want one going each way. You just have to be a bit patient with vellum and glue. It just takes a little bit longer to tack together. Yeah, they did. They did, Lisa. But, you know, the kids loved it, and that was the main thing. You know, that's what We can't do everything, unfortunately. So Matariki was only the week, so we did have to do Matariki stuff then. But I'll have a chat to Sandy. We might extend it to after the holidays so that everyone gets a turn to go. Okay, I'm just going to, hi Gail, I'm just going to hold that in there while I'm doing that. Thank you to the 3 ladies, Sally, Andrea and Heather, for making the pop-up centre, the pop-up centre, I guess it's called. I can't remember what I called it, the diagonal one with the pop-up in the middle. Your cards were gorgeous. Thank you very much for giving it a go. So there's only 3 of you in the draw this week. Oh no, I did that last time. I want to check. So I'm going to do this the opposite way on here. Now, something that I discovered, because I was going to put that on there like that, but when you open it, you have to be careful about where you put it, because obviously this opens and moves, so you can't stick both sides down. So this one here, I'd already put my adhesive on and put my decoration on. So I don't know if you can see that I've got some vellum and then some of the petal pink die cuts. So what I want to do is this way. This time I want to go this side, and I want to make sure that it doesn't go over the center fold line. So I'm going to put my dimensionals on the right hand side of the die cut, and I'm popping them inside the petal pink section, because if I pop them through there, you'll see them in the vellum. Now I've put heaps, and it is heaps, but I also want to use them to adhere my die cuts to, so it just means that the die cuts don't take away from adhering to the, hopefully that's not too far over. No, that's perfect. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Right, so I've got 2 little white vellum ones, 2 little pink pink ones, one of those and one of those. So I'm going to take off the backing, get that out of the camera. Right, so before I stick it down, I'm actually going to pop up one of the pink and then a vellum behind it, and then another pink really close to it. So the vellum kind of stands out a little bit. And then I will go vellum of a smaller one. So to find where that will stick. Maybe I'll stick it on that side. And then a pink behind it. I put that one there. Balance, balance, balance. There we go. So I've got all of them on, and then just using that centre mark, I'm going to pop it just a little bit higher up. There we go. So that you could do some sponging if you wanted to, like if I didn't get my brushes out and stuff, but you could brush over your vellum, you could brush over your die cuts. You could brush around the corners on the sides of that just to give it a little bit more definition if you wanted to, make it stand out a little bit more against that paper. Some gold die cuts would look really cool with that. So that's the end. That is it. That is our front pop-out book fold. Book fold pop-out. Book fold pop-out. So then if you push on those, then that pushes out a bit more. But it just kind of naturally does it when you hold it up. It naturally does it. Actually, I'm going to put the tape on the right side. After all that. Thank you, Alison. Thank you, Lisa. It's one, like I was scrolling through having a look to see what we could make, and it was one that really stood out to me, and I was like, oh, that's going to be really tricky. But actually, it's quite simple. And I've simplified it by just having this one piece of DSP in the back. The lady that I copied it from, her name was Jan B, or cased it from, not copied. Jan B, an English demonstrator, she actually had a panel, and then a panel in the middle, and then a panel on the end, and I was like, oh, no, fluffing about with that, because I'll get it wrong, and then it won't look right. So I like the fact that there's that one consistent piece at the back that then you can showcase. And what's really nice is that you can showcase, like, there's 4 different DSP on there. So you know, you could stamp it as well. You don't have to have DSP. Easy. Yeah, you could stamp your panels instead of putting DSP on there. You could stamp your back part or your mechanism part. You know, you don't have to use your DSP, but because we all know that we've got an excess of DSP and there's always beautiful DSP coming out, it's a really nice way of looking, of being able to use it. Yeah, so I hope you have a go at doing that. And yeah, so let's do, look, we're just about on time, ladies. How amazing is that? There's 10 people watching, 9 people watching. So thank you, those people who are watching. Our lovely Sally, Andrea, and Heather. I'm not sure if Heather's there tonight. And Sally will watch later on. But thank you to these 3 ladies for popping up their cards, or Lisa for popping Sally's card up, so that we could see your lovely creations. And I liked how you decorated the inside of yours, Andrea. It's always something that I think, oh, I should do that a bit more often, but you know, always in a rush. So, okay, here we go. Congratulations to, who is it going to be? Who is our winner tonight? Andrea. Congratulations, Andrea. I will send you some pictures to choose from and pop something in the post to you. Thank you very much for sharing your creations with us. Alrighty, so yeah, so just a reminder for those that weren't here at the beginning, nothing on Wednesday this week or next week because of school commitments. So unfortunately that has to take a precedent for me over being able to do this, although I love doing it and I miss when I don't do it on a Wednesday. But I will. Maybe that's in Angela's suggestion of still, because people aren't getting time. Everyone's really busy. I know that. So maybe having a week to do it, and then just doing a draw on a Sunday night would be better, and we'll still do a card on a Wednesday night after this next 2 weeks. And then we can do the draw from there. We might do 2. We'll see. Let me know what you think, ladies. I'll put a comment up and see if I can get some feedback to see what everybody prefers to do. Okay, well, on that, I'm going to finish at 8 o'clock. I think that's the first time in a very long time that I've finished at 8 o'clock. Yeah, that's what I thought, Lisa, too. Yeah, Sundays are a little bit easier. But if I get myself organised, hopefully it's just a relaxing half an hour for you to watch someone bumble away on Facebook. Alrighty. Thank you very much for joining me again tonight, ladies. I'll pop this up on YouTube for those that are interested, and I will see you next Sunday night. Please do take care. Have a great week. For those teachers out there, 2 more weeks to go, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye for now.